Jake Mcgrew.
Front's tipped on goal. The Chiefs have tied the game at 1 with that power play goal.
Jake Mcgrew calls game.
Everything kind of goes blank from there, honestly.
Spokane, the first of 2 games this weekend between these 2 teams.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, why did this happen to me? Why am I going through this? There wasn't really anything holding my knee together.
Mcgrew again takes a licking from the wall, but all that matters is that the puck went in right up 2-1. That was Mcgrew's second goal of the day.
My name's Jake Mcgrew, and I play hockey for a living. I've never really called it work when people ask what I do, so it's pretty unique in a sense, but I'm still playing the game that I grew up playing, and I'm still smiling doing it, and I still wake up every day and I run towards it. That's the house I grew up in. My parents let anything go in that house. Literally stick handle throughout the whole house. And my mom was just like, go for it. Growing up in California, hockey is not the biggest sport. It's an expensive sport. And my dad had 2 boys playing hockey. So that house kind of gives me like a sense of where it all started. It kind of humbles me a little bit. Some days you don't want to get up because of how your body feels, but that's like the accountability part of it. I've known my off-ice coach since I was about 17. I have been with him ever since.
I met Jake when he was coming off an ACL tear. He was home for the Christmas break, and his athletic trainer at Spokane had called us, and he got my name somewhere, and we basically got hooked up that way and started to do all his rehab to get him back to play after that first ACL tear. Jake's had to go through a lot with multiple injuries with the knees, but I mean, his resilience has been really great. He's kind of that point where he's a freak athlete. He's naturally really good, but the mental part of having to try to get him through the ups and downs of going through injuries, the ups and downs of having good seasons and then missing seasons has definitely been a challenge, but it's something that he's done a great job and matured over the years, probably had to mature faster than most others. Not only with the injuries he's gone through, he has to do things a little bit differently, but as an athlete at a high level, what works for person A doesn't always work for person B. So him starting to understand, and now the nice part for me, knowing that he likes having some time off and getting away from the ice and getting away from the gym, knows that it'll help him be better. Now seeing him and working with him for a bunch of years, he's finally gotten to that point where he knows what works for him.
Off season is a hard road to navigate, in my opinion, for a hockey player. Training for me is like you get home and you just kind of enjoy being back with your family and your friends, and it's a lot of compartmentalizing and learning how to slow down. But at the same time, I think it's really important to know when to buckle down, and so there's a lot to prepare, whether it's nutrition, whether it's on the ice, in the gym.
Right now, today's gonna be a lot of mostly strength work with a little bit of plyometrics.
I kind of go at the start of summer how my body feels and what I need. So it's a lot of strength, endurance, mobility. Oh gosh, me and Chris, he's helped me become the athlete that I am, and with him have worked in professional hockey for so long, and knowing the ins and outs of a hockey player specifically is very important to me. It's never a dull moment. We have a lot of fun in the gym. He pushes me. I trust Chris with any part of my athletic ability and to steer me in the right direction.
The goal last season was to basically stay healthy all year, and that's what he did. So now it's time to like turn it up and start putting the points on the board, start being involved in a winning team, and succeed so he can further his career.
All right, so we're back at the Mcgrew house. Yesterday you guys got to see what an off-ice session looks like for kind of the day in the life of a hockey player. So today we're gonna take you through an on-ice session. No workout today, so just being on the ice with my skills coach, who's been with me and known me since I was I think 7 years old. I kind of started playing, I guess, high-level hockey at this rink, and I've had a lot of good memories there, and I would work out 3-4 days a week here. I was a fat little chubby kid, little 13-year-old. So my dad would take me through workouts, and just having dedication, determination, and discipline. I couldn't last on the ice. Like, I would get really tired really fast. So we would work out, and then he would bring a chair out, and he would sit and make me run around the block for 30 minutes. Let's go get on the ice.
My name is Mike Bickley. I'm a skill development coach for Next Level Hockey. I've known Jake since he's probably 8 or 9 years old. Actually, first saw him here in Yorba Linda. Played at our hockey club, Orange County Hockey Club, long time ago. And I've watched him grow into a really good hockey player, a young man. Well, we're working to try and get him back over here in North America. That's kind of our goal, and I think we're trending in the right direction. So I'm optimistic about what the future holds for him. Myself, I had knee surgery, so I know what it's like to go through that period of injury and rehab and recovery. Every time I've seen or heard he got hurt, my heart definitely hurt a bit for him. But when he finally came around and we had a conversation and wanted to do a better attack mode as far as his training, his rehab, his approach to skating, his hockey IQ is through the roof, his knowledge of the game is through the roof, his work ethic is on par with a lot of the guys that play at the NHL level. Like I said, I think he needs opportunity, but he has a lot of really good high-level traits that would tailor into any AHL or NHL team. Knock on wood, we've had a good full season with no injuries to his knees, and we want to continue to do that.
It's been wild going through all that. Obviously, it's like devastating when it first happens. I had my first one when I was 17. Like, I went through the first one and I was off the ice for 8 months, and then I got back on the ice for a month, and then I had to have another surgery. I remember being in Spokane, Washington, playing in the Western Hockey League, and I woke up feeling a little sick, and I was like, I know I probably shouldn't be coming to the rink today. And the first one was just a freak accident. Like, I ran into our goalie in practice, and what the doctors call a full knee dislocation. So I tore my ACL, my MCL, and my PCL. So there wasn't really anything holding my knee together. So that was devastating. It was my NHL draft year. I was lucky enough to still get drafted by San Jose. Getting back to what it taught me and what I went through was so much more than what I would have learned if I had not gone through trials and setbacks in my career. I really don't know many people that have stayed playing a sport if they've gone through 4 knee surgeries. Luckily, I've had great doctors and all that kind of stuff, but the easy route is to kind of turn over, right, and give up. And the most recent one, in my opinion, was the most mentally tough one. I flew from Sweden back to California to have surgery and to do my rehab with Chris and be on the ice with Mike and everything like that. And I remember it was the second night after surgery, and I had moved from the couch to my room, and so frustrated with having gone through it 4 times. And it's me and my dad. I'm bawling my eyes out. And I remember saying to him, I was like, I'm over this. Bawling, I was just I can't, I don't know if I can do it again. I remember him just saying you've been through it before. Why not? Why can't you come back from another one? In that point in time, I couldn't really think of anything else. I was just I want to not be in pain. Someone was just drilling into my knee, and I'm wondering if I could even play hockey again. I learned at a very young age, at 17, that nothing's given to you in hockey and life and your job and whatever it is. you have to work for everything you get. And even if you're where you want to be, there's always someone else that wants to be where you are. So I think the knee surgeries is just, I wouldn't take any of them back, because it's made me the man I am, the hockey player I am, the athlete I am, and it's made me work a lot harder for the thing that I love.